Today we're going to be talking about Rhamondre Stevenson, running back from Oklahoma, how he projects for the NFL draft, and if he can be valuable for Dynasty Fantasy Football. We're going to talk about all that right now. What's going on, guys? This is Bruce Mattson, your host of the show, Metric Scout Fantasy Football, and this is a channel where we talk about Dynasty Fantasy Football, redraft, NFL draft, and everything around that stuff. But today, we're going to be talking about Rhamondre Stevenson. How can he be valuable for us in Dynasty? Is he worth it? And what's this guy about? Rhamondre Stevenson's a big back. He's a banger. He's listed at 6 foot, 246 pounds. And he's had some good highlights this season. He's made some good plays. The thing about him is, from what I don't like, is he's a slug. He's a very slow athlete. He does not have the speed or burst to, for me, feel like he's reliable enough to make an impact. Because at the NFL level, you can't win with just size. You can't win like that. If you can't pull away in the second level, then you're 3 at most 4 yard per carry back, and with no upside for a long gain on any single play. And his receiving production wasn't there, catching just 28 balls in 2 seasons. It wasn't a main focus of the offense. And if you can't be the main focus of your offense at Oklahoma, how are you going to be a main focus for your offense for the NFL, for an NFL team? I could see him having like a Matt Asiata type career, and maybe if he's lucky, probably going to be a mid to late round pick. I could see him fall in the draft. Not having a combine is going to hurt a guy like this. He can't drop some pounds, try to get faster, and then show it off in front of a national audience on a random night at Indianapolis. He doesn't have that opportunity. He did score 7 touchdowns this year, 665 yards. I'm not really big on him. Just where he's going to be at in rookie drafts, I feel like I can take some upside wide receivers. There's probably going to be some other running backs I'm going to be more into. It's just, he's an easy fade for me. Watching the tape, it's almost instant. Like, this guy does not have enough juice. This guy does not have enough juice to get it on. But he also doesn't have the receiving production to have that floor for fantasy. We're really wishing for him to get overdrafted into a right situation. That is highly unlikely. I do not even want to bet on that. And even if that happens, usually that's a fall on your face situation anyways. That's the team messing up, taking the wrong player, and it's just him getting the opportunity versus us hoping he gets opportunity. He is projected to be the short yardage goal line guy in a committee. That's where I see him best. I do not see him carrying a 3-down workload unless he just gets it from attrition or he drops some weight. He does need, like, at his size, if you're not trucking at that size, you got to drop weight. How are you going to compete at the next level if everyone catch up to you like that? I'm out on him completely. There are some players out in this draft that I'm out on, but not as many as Stevenson right here. He's just not my guy. I'll gladly fade him, and I'll gladly miss out if he does hit. If he starts dropping weight, starts showing more burst, you got to think Le'Veon Bell did that. He was 230 pounds coming out of the combine, eventually dropped some weight, got the very low body fat, then all of a sudden started exploiting some burst, some speed, and looked a lot better. You could tell there were some intangibles on the film with him at Michigan State. The thing about Stevenson, though, you're not seeing those kinds of intangibles, and he has more weight to peel back. And the odds of that happening, we've only seen that happen like a couple of times with running backs. So it's the odds you don't even want to bet on. But if you start seeing those Roto World blurbs in 2024 about Stevenson dropping some weight, likely to get some carries, then jump on, pull the waiver wire claim, throw a third-round pick at him. I'm not confident in him right now. I will pull the trigger if it's to the point where there's just a bunch of nobodies in drafts, 4th round, 5th round, he's there. Yes, I'll do it. I'm not taking him over any of my favorite wide receivers. I'm not going to take him over any other running back with draft capital who has more zip. That's just not happening. He is a fade for me. I mean, I guess I'm not 100% out. It just, I can't spend too much draft capital on him. No more than a 4th round pick. No more. Anything more than that's a little risky. I could see him being productive for a short stint if he gets carries, because he has to be on a team that can keep the chains moving, because he's not going to be able to eat chunks of yards on one carry, and he's not going to be getting tons of checkdowns. So he has to be on a team that can keep the chains moving, that can get in the goal line situation so he can fall into the end zone. He's going to be a very touchdown-dependent fantasy asset unless he can improve some things. Now, when a player improves some things, that player, what he's showing here is different from what he's shown as a prospect. So I want to buy what he improves upon. I don't see it. I'm not a Rhamondre Stevenson fan. I'm out. That's it. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you for sticking with me. Of course, I'm not a fan of this guy, but hit that subscribe button because I guarantee you'll be a fan of me. Ring that bell, tell your homies, and I'll catch you next time.